Okay, we have a total prize money of $125,000, broken down in this manner: 21-12, 7,500, 6 and 5. And in our first match, seeded number 5 in this field of 5, the 1988 Player of the Year, Brian Voss from Boca Raton, Florida. Call him the cover boy. He has 9 titles, tremendous champion. What a competitor. And he goes against Chris Warren, the defending champion, who started a great year for himself right here in Pinole. Voss, first shot. Sliding by, leaving the 2-pin.
Voss, one of the best conditioned athletes in the Professional Bowlers Tour. Chris Schenkel, historically, and he said he really trained hard this year. He went back to Anchorage, Alaska, and did some bowling back there. That's where he started his career at his dad's bowling center up in that area, and he did a lot of snow skiing, a lot of weightlifting, and a lot of bowling, so he's ready.
And a lot of time in the sun in Boca Raton, too. Look at that suntan. Should be happy with a spare.
Now here's the man that was really tough last year as he started a very hot 1991 season, second leading money winner on the tour, and he got it all started right here by winning the championship, trying to defend.
And Chris Warren, consecutive weeks on our telecast, having finished 5th at the Showboat last week in Las Vegas. Finished second to Emleto Monicelli, and money with $197,185.
For a little guy, 5-step delivery, real high backswing. The little guy's got to have the high backswing, good wrist action. You see the hand going all the way around the ball, but that's after he releases it. You turn it too quickly, you top it, it's no good. So watch how he stays underneath the ball, going for a double.
High hit for Chris Warren. He's wearing a mic.
Boy, he just tried to guide this ball. He goes up there going for a double, very tentative, and especially with that big hook, he can't be tentative. Cuts through the middle and leaves the 3, 6, 9, 10, one of the more difficult spares in all of bowling, and he'll try to take this from the outside line. You got to take a chance on chopping the 3, 6 off the 10 to make sure you catch the 9 pin down the right side.
An open frame for the tiny mite from Dallas, Texas. He can still smile. He's got quite an attitude about competing, and I know it hurts inside.
Well, you know, players of the Chris Warren and especially the Brian Voss caliber can read an opponent, and Chris Warren looks very tentative, a little bit nervous out there, and I'm sure that bolsters the confidence of this man, Voss.
Leaving a 10-pin, the man who, if he can finish first or second today, will go over the $900,000 mark.
If you're going to design a bowler, I recommend this style. 5-step delivery, somewhat upright, then a strong drive on the pivot foot, down low, sets himself at the line, and just posts that position, sliding about 6 or 8 inches behind the foul line. Voss, one of the best all-around games in the world today. He can do it anywhere.
You'll remember last year, after his win in Sunrise, he and Andrea were married. Well, they're expecting. In fact, usually announce a tentative sort of date, but not in bowling. This is what they say, Brian and Andrea. Child is expected to be born between the Firestone Tournament of Champions and the ABC Masters Tournament.
Well, that's pretty precision, and that's his type of game. As he comes up in the 3rd frame, leads by 13.
Right. And we wish them that kind of luck on their first child.
Boy, that was lucky, Chris. The head pin goes to sideboard. Watch the action of the head pin. It does all the damage. You'll see the 2, 4, and 5 there. Head pin gets in there, twists behind the 8. Rolls into the 2-pin, and these 3-pound, 7-ounce pins topple over very easily.
Trailing by 13 now after an open frame. Better. We asked each of our 5 finalists what team they liked in the Super Bowl tomorrow, and these two, Brian Voss and Chris Warren, have picked the Giants. John Burkett is in the booth with Bo and me. He's a San Francisco Giant. I'm anxious to hear his pick tomorrow. John?
I think Buffalo's going to run away with it tomorrow.
Okay.
Boy, it's a good thing he knows baseball, Chris, because the Giants are going to whoop them, boy. They're going to whoop them.
Oh, he wanted that one because that double would have just cut it to within 3.
And that was a real good shot. Watch this low-angle camera. Watch the 2-pin, the 3rd pin on the left-hand part of the screen, how it drives the 4-pin straight back and leaves the solid 7. That shot would have cut Warren's lead or deficit down to just 3 pins. With the conversion, he'll still remain 13 in arrears.
All right. Marking the despair, Chris Warren of Dallas, Texas. We'll return to Pinole, California after this. Brian Voss.
Voss has to get
double.
the ball, Chris, over here in the 3-pin zone, drive it over in the 4-7. Tough shot. Needs this to stay real close in the match. Ooh.
All right. So now each professional with an open frame, and of course it cuts Brian Voss's lead to 5 pins.
Great opening for Chris Warren, who has really struggled. The first 2 frames looked better in the 3rd and 4th frame, and now has the benefit of Voss open. Let's see what he does in the 5th.
Hurry!
Okay, the defending champion Chris Warren. We asked him why he'd been so successful in the lanes here at Pinole.
Well, basically it's a track shot, and when I miss right and the ball stays to the right, I move to the right, and when I miss left and the ball misses to the left, I move to the left. So when a pro gets lined up to this condition, he's very conducive to his game. He can score real well.
And that's the basic adjustment we give in the bowling tip of the week this week. If you're missing to the left, move your feet to the left. If you're missing to the right, move right.
Yank. Brooklyn.
They're begging for Brooklyn.
Well, John